Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of TarotCelebritea with your boy Ducky. Today, we are going to be doing a reading for Smith Paswitch and Gulf Kanawut. Kanawut? I don't know. So first and foremost, let me say that I will most likely mispronounce these two beautiful people's names, and it is not my intention to mispronounce their names. Um, I just like to go into these videos knowing as little about these people as possible, so I'm not partial. And with that being said, remember that these videos are for entertainment purposes. And why is that, you may ask? Well, that is because we do not have Smith Paswitch or Gulf Kanawut here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards, how I'm interpreting the cards, is resonating with him or is not resonating with him or with them. Sorry, and without further ado, let's get started on their beautiful reading. All right, so let's start with Smith Paswitch and Gulf Kanawut's combined energy right now. Whenever they are around one another, or they talk about one another, or think about one another, what is the combined energy between these two? Whoa, this one feels good. Knight of Cups. Yeah, beautiful. All right, let's get two more. This one feels good too. The Magician. Wow. And let's do the bottom of the deck. Why not? We got the Eight of Swords in reverse. So immediately we're going to go backwards. I feel like this connection between these two is just very liberating. It's very freeing. The Eight of Swords is all about feeling restricted. You can even see it in this card. Look at how restricted this person is. But the Suit of Swords talks about our thoughts, our minds. So in reverse, I feel like mentally these two are just very free, very open, very non-judgmental is kind of the word that comes to mind with these two. They're just very free to express who they are within their connection. And with this, it just seems like the two of them are very. We got the Magician. The Magician is a great manifester. So it seems like the two of these beautiful people, they can achieve a lot of great things together because the Magician is a great manifester. The Magician is great at turning things into, or yes, spinning things into their perspective or into their favor so that they can continue to prosper. So I feel like this is a very prosperous connection where they're able to really manifest a lot of things because it's just a very freeing connection, and they know what they got to offer one another with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is someone who is very confident in what they have to offer others and what they have to offer the world. So I feel like here, these two beautiful people, they know what they bring to the table in this connection. They know that, what one person may lack, the other person is stronger in. So that's beautiful. I just feel like the connection here between these two is just very free, very abundant. They're able to really create a lot of things. They exchange ideas a lot of the time, and that's beautiful. We would all love and aspire to have friendships where we feel liberated, where we feel like we don't have to constrict or restrain ourselves in a certain way. And I feel like Smith Paswitch and Gulf Kanawut's connection is just that, where they're just able to really be free, be themselves, and be of service to one another. And with them being of service to one another, that's how they create. That's how they're able to be so expressive and free. So that's beautiful. Now, for those of you that are wondering, is there a romantic connection between these two? I don't really like to delve too into the personal lives of other people, but I will draw two cards. Let's draw two cards. Is there a romantic connection between these two beautiful people? We got the Four of Wands in reverse with at the bottom of the deck. We got the Eight of Coins. So I feel like here, I'm sorry to break it to y'all. I don't really think that there is a romantic connection here because we got the Four of Wands in reverse. Four of Wands normally talks about, prosperous relationships, and this can even talk about like marriage. So this card came in reverse with regards to Smith Paswitch and Gulf Kanawut's combined connection, if there is any romantic connection. I don't think there is, but I do think that the connection here is very much a connection of like skill building. They help one another level up on their skills, their personal skills. They help each other refine their talents, their crafts, and that's beautiful. But when it comes to like romance or romantic relationships, I don't really see that here. I don't. Yeah, I don't see it. We're just gonna leave that there. All right, so let's go on with Smith Paswitch's thoughts on Gulf Kanawut. When Smith Paswitch thinks of Gulf Kanawut, what does he think? What does he feel? Let's draw two cards, top and bottom. Feels good here. Nine of Cups with the moon. Ooh. So Smith Paswitch already thinks that Gulf Kanawut just has a lot of deep emotions and very feel good emotions too. But I'll talk a little bit more about it once I draw two more cards. So let's go on to Gulf Kanawut's thoughts on Smith Paswitch. When Gulf Kanawut thinks of Smith Paswitch, what does he think? What does he feel? What comes to his mind? We got the Page of Swords with the Star in reverse. Okay, so let's start here with Smith Paswitch's thoughts on Gulf Kanawut. I feel like when Smith Paswitch thinks of Gulf Kanawut, he thinks of someone who's very emotionally pleasing with the Nine of Cups here. I feel like Smith Paswitch just knows that Gulf Kanawut, wherever he is, he's going to bring some feel good emotions, some feel good energy. But I feel like there's more to meets the eye with this because we got the moon card here. So the Nine of Cups talks about like emotional pleasure, right? Being happy, being pleased. But I feel like when Smith Paswitch thinks of Gulf Kanawut, he does think of someone who's very joyous and happy, but also there's so much more depth than just being happy, just being joyful, just being optimistic. There's so much more beneath the surface, and I feel like maybe Gulf Kanawut has gone through a lot more than maybe he lets on to believe, or he lets other people know. He likes to put on this happy persona, which is great. I feel like he is very emotionally happy and pleasing, but there's so much more depth to him, and that's beautiful. So now let's go on here with Gulf Kanawut's thoughts on Smith Paswitch. Gulf Kanawut thinks that Smith Paswitch is a great communicator. We got the Page of Swords here. Pages are very youthful energy. The Suit of Swords is all about our thoughts and our communication. So Gulf Kanawut thinks that Smith Paswitch is just very smooth, very, well spoken, maybe has a sexy voice. I don't know. I haven't heard Smith Paswitch's voice, but I feel like maybe Smith Paswitch is just very good at speaking, very good at projecting, very good at connecting with other people and speaking with them and connecting with them through speaking. But maybe all of this talk sometimes may burn Smith Paswitch out, and I feel like that's Gulf Kanawut's thoughts on Smith Paswitch. That yes, he loves to talk. He's very well spoken. He's very good at communicating with other people, but sometimes maybe he burns himself out by constantly um, talking to other people and wanting to get to know other people that maybe some people don't want to take the time to get to know Smith Paswitch. And maybe that's where this Star card in reverse comes into play, where there's some negative mindsets or mentality here. But overall, I feel like Smith Paswitch is just a very good communicator. And again, I'm just thinking of like a really good voice. Like he's got a really very captivating voice. Um, so let's finish off this beautiful video with some advice for Smith Paswitch and Golf Kanawut. Okay, I'm so sorry I'm mispronouncing. I'm botching their names up so bad. My apologies. All right, but let's finish off with some beautiful advice for these two beautiful people. We got the Ten of Swords in reverse with the Two of Coins, and let's get an Oracle card. The Hero's Path. Ooh. Okay, so the advice I'm seeing here, especially with this Ten of Swords coming up, in reverse, the Ten of Swords is always a very heavy card. Like you can even look at it like this person is just on their knees sobbing and crying. The Ten of Swords is all about feeling betrayed, feeling backstabbed, feeling hurt by people that you were closest to. But this card is coming in reverse, so I feel the advice for Smith Paswitch and Golf Kanawut is to recognize that maybe they are coming out of something very difficult and there is light at the end of the tunnel. And with the hero's path showing up here, this card talks about, the hero's path is a long and arduous path, and it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. And the hero's path is going to test you. It's going to hurt you. It's going to break your heart. It's going to test your limits, but you're going to get to that castle. You're going to get to your destination. So the advice for Smith Paswitch and Golf Kanawut is to endure this difficult time, to know that they are going to get to this destination, but they need to be mindful of not focusing on the negatives, not focusing on all of the backlash or the backstabbing or the betrayal, and for them to really just juggle this negative energy with some positivity. The Two of Coins is all about balancing things, juggling more than one thing at a time. And so the advice for Smith Paswitch and Golf Kanawut is to recognize that they are on a hero's path at this moment. Maybe individually they're going through difficult things, or maybe together they are going through difficult things, but not to worry, as long as they use this hurt and this betrayal and this this hurt and betrayed energy, and as long as they use it to create and to juggle something else, something, and to grasp something that's more tangible, something that is more beneficial for them, it'll go a long way for them. But it does seem like they are going through a difficult time right now, and the advice for them is to just stick to this path. The hero's path is not an easy path, and it's okay that they're going through a difficult time. They just, strong emotions like grief and feeling angry, they are very what's the word I'm wanting to say? Not poignant, but they are very strong energies that you can use to create. And so that's kind of what's being asked of them right now, is to just use this strong, heavier, maybe not so great, maybe a little bit negative energy to transmute it, to create it into something beautiful. And that's going to help them along this journey that they are on, that's a little bit difficult at the moment, but it's going to get easier. And they just got to be mindful of channeling again those strong emotions like sadness, grief, anger, into something more beneficial rather than something that's going to keep them stuck in their heads. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And that's a good lesson for everyone. Whenever I get angry, whenever I'm upset, I'm going to sing or I'm going to dance, because those are kind of two of my avenues that I enjoy doing. And that's kind of what this advice is, you know, whenever you feel any kind of strong energy or a strong emotion that may be a little bit heavy, maybe a little bit negative, use, you know, feel those emotions and use it to create beauty, and use it to elevate yourself with whatever your craft or your talents or your strengths or your skill sets are. So that's what's being asked of these two beautiful people, and that's it for this reading. Let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know if it resonates with what you know of these two beautiful people. I tried Googling how to pronounce both of these names, and I didn't really get much information, so I'm so sorry if I mispronounced their names throughout the entire video. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually. Love and respect yourselves and others, and as always, stay hydrated. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.